I'm meteorologist Monica Woods getting going on this holiday week, and we've got a mixed bag of weather throughout the region. Mostly sunny for the coast, but for the valley and even some of the lower foothills, we're going to be dealing with areas of fog. Some areas it will be quite dense for the morning. Chilly mornings ahead for this year. We're dry, so we're going to have to rely on some of the machine-made snow up top this week. Fog alerts continue throughout the Central Valley, and that is that dense fog advisory. Limited visibility up along I-5 and Highway 99, big corridors for holiday travel. We're going to be dealing with the fog. That, of course, includes the capital region. Now, we will see some clearing towards the coast, and again, for much of the upper foothills and through the Sierra, dry conditions persist, and that will lead to some better travel conditions. But this is what it looks like when we're dealing with the fog. This was out towards the airport, so unfortunately, it's not only for ground travel, but also air travel sometimes has a little difficulty landing in those conditions. Our statewide precipitation, we're going to take a little break from the rain and snow, but things are still faring very well since the beginning of the water year on October 1st. So we're really not too concerned about the lack of water coming in for this week. A nice little break as so many people head out for holiday travel. The one issue that we're going to be dealing with, though, and it is going to be quite troublesome, especially up and down the valley here, is going to be that fog. Very little clearing, especially throughout the Central Valley. That will include much of the San Joaquin Valley, parts of the Sacramento Valley clearing as we've got a weather system to the north of us, kind of disrupting this rather stable weather pattern. So we're right back at it again into our Wednesday forecast. So we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday that we're dealing with areas of fog, more cloud cover coming in, and that will help to bring us a little bit less in the way of fogginess for Thanksgiving Day. Meantime, kicking off this new work week for our Monday, highs are going to be near 50 up top for the Sierra, 60s down low throughout the foothills. As we travel south into the central Sierra, highs are going to be close to 60 up top. Now we're, in fact, a little bit warmer in some of those higher elevations than, say, through the valley, where we're socked in with that fog and very little clearing, very little access to the sunlight. Throughout much of the San Joaquin Valley, highs are going to stay in the 50s to right around 60. We're in the 60s along the coast, but look at some of these temperatures here. For Big Sur, we're up to 68 degrees, San Luis Obispo at 71. So that just really showcases where we're seeing the fog keeping us much, much cooler on this Monday. Along the Bay Area, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. Highs will be near 60 for the Delta region. Highs will be in the upper 50s to near 60 as well, with that fog starting to retreat during the middle of the day. And for the northwest coast, highs are going to be in the 50s as we move through the north end of the valley. Highs in the mid 60s for Red Bluff and Redding, even into Chico, 64 degrees. Moving through this capital region, highs are going to be in the upper 50s to right around 60. But as we make our way through the northern San Joaquin Valley, fog sticking around pretty much through the early part of our afternoon, and that's going to give us a bit of cooler temperatures for the afternoon. So our 5-day regional forecast, we're dry for the Sierra. Highs are going to be in the 40s and 50s, but those morning lows are going to stick in the 20s and 30s. For folks that are skiing and snowboarding, definitely want to bundle up in layers. 60s for the coast and as well for the foothills, with, again, a little bit of patchy low cloudiness for the lower foothills, but all of that clears throughout the afternoon. I'll look at our extended forecast. We've got areas of fog right through the middle of our week. Thanksgiving Day looking good. Highs in the low 60s, morning lows in the 30s to near 40.